They told you love is freedom, that it makes you whole, that it is the highest purpose of life. But Schopenhauer warned, love is not liberation. It is a chain, a prison built by nature. The man who falls into it believes he is choosing, but in truth, he is being chosen. Chosen by instincts older than himself, by drives that care nothing for his freedom, his will, or his destiny. Love does not strengthen you, it weakens you, because it enslaves your mind to a power you cannot control. And if you want to rule yourself, if you want to rise above, you must first see through this most seductive illusion. Love wears a mask. It promises joy, security, completion. But behind the mask lies something colder, something primitive. Schopenhauer saw it clearly. To him, love was not a romance. It was nature's most brilliant trick. A lie whispered to every man and woman that they had found their other half. But the truth is brutal. What we call love is nothing more than biology pressing its agenda. Every glance, every heartbeat, every sleepless night spent in longing is not your freedom in action. It is your will being hijacked by life itself. Schopenhauer wrote that when we fall in love, we believe we are serving our happiness, but we are not. We are serving the species. We are pawns, playing out a game that began long before us and will continue long after us. And this is why he called love the greatest of illusions, because the lover is convinced he is making a choice, when in reality, the choice was already made by the blind will of life. Desire does not liberate you, it enslaves you. The moment you are consumed by it, you are no longer sovereign. Your mind circles endlessly around another. Your ambition wanes, your strength is drained. Think of the lover who neglects his craft, abandons his duties, and sacrifices years of his life in the pursuit of one person. Think of the wars fought, the betrayals committed, the empires lost, all for the illusion of love. Schopenhauer called this the serious business of nature. For in love, the stakes are not your pleasure, but the creation of life itself. And so the deception must be perfect. Love convinces you that fulfillment lies outside yourself, that happiness depends on winning the favor of another. And once you believe that, you are no longer free. You are chained to an external object that you cannot control. Your peace belongs to them. Your will bends to their presence or absence. This is why love makes you weak, because it hands your power to another and convinces you to thank them for it. Why does love feel so irresistible? Why does it blind the mind, consume the body, and drive men to madness? Schopenhauer's answer, because it must. Love is not about you. It is about life itself. It is the will to reproduce, disguised as passion. This is why love makes promises it cannot keep. It promises eternity, yet burns out in months or years. It promises happiness, yet brings jealousy, fear, and despair. Schopenhauer argued that nature designed it this way. Love must be intoxicating. It must be obsessive. It must feel like the most important thing in your life, because from nature's perspective, it is. And yet, once the biological aim is achieved, once children are born or the bond no longer serves reproduction, the illusion fades. What once seemed divine is revealed as ordinary. This is why so many feel betrayed by love. They believed they were chasing eternal bliss, but they were chasing nature's bait, and the trap closes once its purpose is fulfilled. Attachment is dependency, and dependency is weakness. When you love, you give another person the keys to your peace. You place your emotional equilibrium in their hands, and with this, you hand them control. Think of the lover tormented by jealousy. Every glance from their beloved to another ignites rage. Every absence feels like death. Think of the abandoned, who collapse into despair as if life itself had ended. Schopenhauer saw this not as failure, but as the very essence of love. For love is dependency, and dependency is enslavement. Even the mighty are not immune. History is filled with kings and conquerors undone not by their enemies, but by their attachments. Samson destroyed by Delilah, Mark Antony undone by Cleopatra. Even rulers of nations became slaves to the chains of love. Schopenhauer's warning is clear. The more you cling, the weaker you become, because you have placed your strength in something fragile, the will of another. If love is a trap, then detachment is escape. Schopenhauer believed true strength begins when you strip love of its illusions, when you see it not as a sacred ideal, but as a biological mechanism, not as destiny, but as instinct. The man who understands this is no longer blinded by passion. He may still feel love, but he does not worship it. He may still desire, but he does not kneel before desire. This is not the coldness of a machine. It is the clarity of a sovereign will. With detachment, you gain freedom. Freedom to pursue your purpose without distraction. Freedom to give love without losing yourself. Freedom to walk away when love becomes a chain. And here lies the paradox. Only the man who does not need love can ever truly experience it, because he is not consumed by it, because he is complete without it. This detachment transforms love from a prison into a choice, and choice is power. Love whispers, "You are incomplete. You need another." But Schopenhauer unmasks this lie. Completion is not found in another person. It is found in mastering yourself. The man who has faced this truth is untouchable. He cannot be manipulated by desire. He cannot be controlled by fear of loss. He cannot be broken by betrayal, because his foundation does not rest on the fragile will of another. It rests on himself. This is the freedom beyond love, a freedom most will never taste, because most will never dare to confront the truth. But for the few who do, for the men who cut the chain, a new strength emerges, a strength that is independent, disciplined, unyielding, the kind of strength that makes you dangerous in a world addicted to illusion. Arthur Schopenhauer's warning was not gentle. It was brutal, but it was true. Love does not liberate you. It enslaves you. It drains ambition. It creates dependency. It binds the will to the desires of another. The masses will continue to fall for it. They will continue to call their chains freedom. They will continue to worship love as if it were divine. But you have been warned. Love makes you weak, and until you see it for what it is, you will remain a pawn in life's game. But once you strip away the illusion, once you detach and reclaim your will, you will discover a freedom few will ever know. This is Schopenhauer's final gift. Not comfort, not romance, but truth. And only through truth can you find power.